So in fact, I don't believe in this freedom. I don't believe in this freedom too much. I think that in art there are rules which should be accepted, and I think that it functions as it assumes artists, so it gives certificates. So for example, someone asked me, so we were talking about that in other gallery, we were talking about my freedom as an artist. That I was invited to produce art piece and that I am free in it, that I can present this art piece in this gallery, and this is my freedom, and I can consume this freedom producing this art piece, being totally free. And I said that this is not true. That of course I am invited and I can produce art piece and present it, but there is a kind of expectation behind this invitation. They don't expect me just to produce art, but to produce good art.
Of course.
So it's not freedom. Yeah, I was invited because of, not to realize my freedom, but to produce good art, because I was defined by that institution as a good artist. So I can imagine that they will not invite bad artists. So somehow this freedom is limited. There are borders in this freedom, and so in fact that's what I think, that we have to keep rules when we produce art. We have to follow a kind of instructions which are published in Art Forum and other art magazines. Somehow of course, I agree, a kind of freedom exists in it, but it is limited.
Yeah, I see your point, but it will be interesting to invite an artist and you use his power to make bad art.
Yes, absolutely. I was thinking about about other artists, because so we can say that there are circles of art. I mean, which don't interfere, don't meet each other, and I think that something like artistic proletariat exists. For example, in Poland there is a society of artists which is called Stowarzyszenie Polskich Artystów Plastyków, what means Society of Polish Artists, painters, sculptors, designers, and so on. And the number of people who are members of it is 9,000.
Wow.
Wow, yeah, exactly. Wow, but how many artists from Poland are somehow well known? How many names are you able to say? 5, 10, maybe? So what about other artists? they are also artists. I mean, for example, in Berlin, I hope this is not, this is true, there are 10,000 actors living in Berlin. It's a huge number of people. And all they think about career as actors. And I think members of this Society of Artists in Poland, they also think about career as artists.
In Sweden there is 27,000 artists.
Exactly.
And how many Swedish artists do you know?
Exactly.
So there is a huge proletariat of artists there, who make up the system.
Absolutely.